To play to the camera in the air or at least on the ground, I like it. That's why everyone loves phones.
We're down 40 in the first half of this game. In their defense, Kawhi and Paul George, no, they were playing. They were there. They were
for a little while. Denver win. They're the best in the West. Wonderful. Jazz Rockets. Jared Vanderbilt to Laurie. Marketing goes for 49-8.
He heard me say he had a one-day removal of the finisher title, and they got it right back.
Also got a miniature Gatorade bath because he got 49. Look, call me old school if you want, Coach. No celebration for 49.
Nope.
I would be in there saying sorry. And also, that's like a miniature Gatorade bath. That's also might be the water that you put your feet into. Not 100% sure. Weird.
I think that's okay then.
5th-ranked Arizona, Washington on FS1. Volleyball spike here. I like a nice block that has a downward trajectory by Tubulis. Wildcats win. They're 14-1. I like Arizona come tournament time. Did you really?
Yeah, from a New York gambling parlor. I had a great night last night.
Okay, we're just trying to focus on sports.
Okay, I'm just
wonderful. Magic down 25 against Memphis. Paulo Banchero. I really want you to focus on my guy Ja.
This wild.
Well, look what's his plan here. I kind of liked it.
That's good deed.
I thought
Wilds tweeted that video and said, I actually think Ja's onto something. And then he added Ja and added a heart.
No, I did not. I should have. Grizzlies win, obviously. Weird. Celtics Mavs. Celtics end up winning, but just to get in Nick's good graces, I put in that interesting Luka pass. Actually, a hockey assist. That'll count it. Celtics win.
Not a great game for the Mavs.
Was he hurt? I thought he was kind
of. Luka?
Yeah.
He's tired.
He's tired?
These guys.
Okay.
God. Can he get some help? Luka,
Stop it.
They need some help.
Everybody needs help. Everyone you're a fan of is great, and they also need a ton of help.
Yeah, that's true.
Talk about some great quarterbacks. Brock Purdy and Patrick Mahomes. Here's Steve Young on what he sees in Brock. Take a listen.
I told you that I did my Star Wars. You talk about Yoda. You know my Force. I talked about the Force, right, a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid has the Force. Patrick Mahomes reminded me when he first took the field. We were on Monday night in Denver in his rookie year, and he's playing, and that's when he did the left-handed throw. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yep.
Rolling, and I was just taken aback. You're like, wait, why is his heartbeat at 42? Like his heartbeat should be at least 100, 110. And that's what I saw in Patrick that was shocking to me as a rookie. And I think the same kind of thing with Brock.
Okay.
I mean, the Yoda stuff I was lost on.
Yeah.
But then I got back to the left-handed pass. I got it.
Okay. I'm going to do my best Coach Mangini impersonation.
It's Steve Young. It's not just some random guy.
Let's pump the brakes a bit. If there's anyone that we're going to compare to Patrick Mahomes, it's USC quarterback Caleb Williams. He's going to be a superstar, Coach. Mark it down right in stone. However, aside from Caleb, there's nobody that's comparable to Mahomes. And listen.
I don't know about that.
I'm picking these. This is my that picture behind you, Wilds.
Yeah.
We're going to have that in about a month, and there's going to be the Lombardi Trophy between it because that's going to be the Super Bowl quarterback matchup. Okay. However, stop. We can't be comparing Brock Purdy to Patrick Mahomes. We can't. I like Steve Young a lot.
Yeah.
And shout out to KNBR who got him on. But we can't be doing that, Coach. We can't. We just can't. I won't allow it. You won't allow it. Too much, too fast.
Yeah, look, I like the Star Wars reference. You brought in Yoda. That's a little aggressive. I mean, I don't even think we're at Luke Skywalker at this point. And look, he's done an unbelievable job. Better than anybody could have expected. The fact that he has, 3 or 4 games over 100 quarterback rating where your boy, the Prince that was promised, didn't even have, he had 1 at the end of his first year.
Well, this is his first year, Coach.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So it's been amazing, and he's done a ton of great things, but Nick is absolutely right.
Thank you.
This is so early in the process. We've got to wait and see what happens, and then we've got a few years until we can even put him in the Patrick Mahomes category.
I say carpe diem. We have no other day but today. And here's with the graphic, Purdy and Mahomes.
Right? Oh, go to...
There it is. There it is.
What do you want me to do? Here are the options. You can choose what you think is better for the show. Mm-hmm. Me and Josh and Dusty put up lies and just fictitious Photoshops, or we put up the truth.
Okay.
We've decided the truth, but if you want the show to go another way,
no, I'm
okay.
fine
You've got
with you
tenure
putting
on the
up
show.
the truth.
That's
what
truth.
Okay, what I'm saying is comparing these two players is a disservice to both of them.
What?
It is a disservice to Mahomes for obvious reasons, but it's a disservice to Purdy as well, because it is now it is asking Purdy to keep up a standard that is an impossibility.
There's such unfair expectations when you throw that comparison
Thank
in
you.
this early.
Stop being unfair. That's what we want. That's what we want, is for you to stop being so unfair to these athletes, Wilds.
I'm totally.
That's what
It's a little hurtful, Wild.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah.
Brock Purdy is just trying
He's just
to
doing his
find his way
You know what
through.
Brock Purdy wants to be?
What?
The best Brock Purdy he can be.
Yeah,
leave the Patrick
I
Mahomes.
got lost in that segment. Headed into Week 18, Patrick Mahomes has 5,048 passing yards, most in the league. He needs 430 against the Raiders, lofty expectation, to break Peyton's all-time single-season record, which Peyton set in 2013. Is this something or nothing? Obviously, there's an extra game.
I mean, listen, I don't think he's going to get 430 against the Raiders. I don't expect him to play much of the fourth quarter. I think they'll have it wrapped up. However, if he were to do it, not only would it be something, the extra game does not need to be a part of the conversation. And we have coach, guys, we have to be fair here.
Okay.
Can I show you what Wilds has called one of his favorite football plays of his life?
Oh, sure.
It was Tom Brady's 50th touchdown for the undefeated Patriots.
Yes.
And Randy Moss's record-breaking 23rd.
Love it.
Why is that the record? Jerry had 22, only played 15 games, strike shortened season. Was that a 1% of the conversation? Of course not. Who's the single-season rushing record holder? Well, I've always told it was Eric Dickerson. But I guess it's OJ, because he did 2,014 games. And Dickerson didn't get to 2,000 until the 16th game. Justin Jefferson this season, we talked about him breaking the record. And he's like less than 200 away. This is more anti-Patrick Mahomes bias. It can't be that he might set the record. It's like, well, he might set the record, but there's an extra game. Guys, maybe in the very second it happens, people will acknowledge it, but it will just then be the record. And no one will be like there was an extra game, because 17 will become the standard, the way 16 did after 14 games, the way 14 did after 12 did when Jim Brown was breaking records. You know I'm right.
I don't hate that take together, to be honest with you, Coach.
What, Coach? What's the problem?
I did a Brock Purdy Yoda type graphic that Nick had killed.
Oh, I had killed.
So it was beautiful. It was perfect. That shows you through 16 games who led in yardage. And Patrick Mahomes was on that list from 2 years ago. But he's not on that list. This was a top 10 list. He's not on that list this year. He's like 12th or 13th through 16 games of what like to like should be. No. But if we want to keep adding things and say, oh, you've got the record, you should take into account how many games someone accomplishes something in, and when you're evaluating whether or not they're.
Here's the thing. So there are two types of records. There's the most passing yards per game in a season, and that is absolutely like to like. And then there is single season records. And we cannot, here's my only problem.
Yeah, put a big old asterisk next to it.
But then we have,
gigantic asterisk.
Then we have to put an asterisk, so then we have to put an asterisk on Peyton's, because he got 16 games and guys used to only get 14. This is a thing that we do that protects the here and the now and totally disregards that this already happened once before to guys previously. Yeah. And so it's a ridiculous standard. And so would it be?
I don't think it's ridiculous. I think it just needs to be in perspective of how it was accomplished, whether it was accomplished legitimately or fraudulently.
If Patrick Mahomes throws 430 yards this weekend and breaks this record, and people but it, I might not come into work on Monday.
There's someone sitting at home, one of our older viewers, being like, I think I heard this argument 60 years ago. Except now it's in football instead of Roger Maris. So there you go. We updated that one for you. Could the Steelers sneak into the playoffs? We discuss next. First things first.